ChatGPT could also follow a link, a URL, and give you a summary of, for example, an online article or a blog post or really any web page online. This is really, really powerful. The first time I used this kind of blew my mind, but this option requires you to use ChatGPT with web browsing. And at least at the time I'm recording this, that's GPT-4, the paid subscription that you have to get, and you have to have browsing with Bing turned on so it could actually go to that website to pull that information. If you use the other language models that I've talked about, for example, Bing and Bard, they have internet access by default, so they will do that. As of right now, the free version of ChatGPT can't follow the link, so it can't do this option. So let's take this page as an example, just a Wikipedia page, but again, you could do this with any web page. Just copy the URL, come back over here. Again, make sure you have browsing with Bing turned on. And then this is the prompt that you could try out. So here's the prompt. Can you summarize the text from this page? And then I just inserted the URL here. I just right-clicked and paste the URL. But remember, you have all the prompts I showed you for summarizing text. So you could do that as a revision, or you could do that up front. This time I'll keep it simple. I'll go ahead and click send. And basically it's gonna scan that web page and do the same thing that it does with summarizing any type of text. But now you could look, if I click this icon right here, it says, clicked on that link, is scrolling down, is thinking, is showing you its own process. I'm sure pretty soon they're gonna just do this in the background. This is kind of time consuming the way they do it. Bing and Bard don't really do it this way, but they do also give you some resources once they do, like references on where you got the information from this web page, for example. I'll show you what happens when it's done. And just now I finished browsing, so it's writing the output for me. And I did not tell it what kind of summary I want, so it's just kind of writing in the way it thinks. And as you can see, this time it has these little icons here. That's the reference to where it got the information because I give it a very specific page. And if it doesn't do this, by the way, the first time, sometimes I've noticed this format has a little bit of a glitch, so make sure you just start a new chat and do it again. And again, make sure you have Bing browsing turned on. And remember, you could always use Bard from Google and Bing to do the exact same thing. You have any issues here. And typically, when I ask it this kind of thing, I usually do a prompt revision right after that. So I could say, give me the central points as bullet point format. I love the bullet point format kind of summarizing because it makes it really easy to look at things more clearly than reading a whole bunch of text. So this is giving me that as a different format. Remember, we are also looked at all the different formats you could ask ChatGPT and other language models for them to change the output, just to make it a little bit easier. For example, if I thought this is too many, I could again revise it, say, actually just give me the top 5 points from this in bullet point format. It looks like it's giving me a whole bunch of different ones here. So again, that's why prompt revision is a big part of using these models to get exactly what you want out of the output.